Alright, welcome back. It's been a bit since we've done one of these videos, one of these commentary videos on Kobashi's career, but here we are again, um, getting ready to cover Kobashi versus Misawa here. This is for the Triple Crown title, obviously. Kobashi entering this one as champion. It has been a bit. It's been a hot minute since I've done such a video, and there's reasons for that. You know, I've been just busy doing stuff. I'm sorry. There we go. I've just been busy doing God knows what. Lots of study, lots of sitting around, doing not much because of this whole coronavirus situation. But here we are again. I do have a video that was taken down due to copyright. That was the Kobashi Taue video. So sad. Too bad. Hopefully no more get taken down due to copyright. I wanted to challenge it, but it said that like they could sue me, and I was like, they won't. Will they? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand YouTube enough to challenge. I sent them an email and they never replied, so that's sick. Not YouTube, Perfect TV. The Trump company that owns the footage, apparently. And here's Kobashi. It wasn't All Japan that claimed me, it was Sky Perfect TV, the company that owns the footage. And you can see here comes Kenta Kobashi down to the ring. The Triple Crown Champion, Kenta Kobashi, that is. Kenta Kobashi. Handing his belts away. Into the ring comes Kobashi. Now, this is a historic rivalry here. These two guys, you know, way back, you know, Misawa was the kind of face of the company after Jumbo Tsuruta. And Kobashi's kind of always been the underdog, the scrappy one living in Misawa's shadow, one could say. They've fought before for the championship. This is back when Misawa was champion and Kobashi came up short, as you may remember if you've seen that match. The last match we saw in Kobashi's career was his 60-minute time limit draw with Kawada, the second one of his career. Ring announcer's very quiet. You can see the traditional blue canvas in All Japan, the Triple Crown represented by 3 different championships. We hand those belts away. The crowd growing hot, getting ready for this. They know it's going to be an absolute show. This crowd is coming alive. They know that this match is going to blow the roof off the place. Whenever Kobashi and Misawa stand opposite each other, you know you're in for something special. Misawa, Mitsuharu. I can't think of a single bad match these two have had with each other. You know, if you go by Dave Meltzer's star ratings, which again, it's subjective, but Mitsuharu Misawa has the most 5-star matches of anyone, and Kobashi has the second most, so you have 2 of the best professional wrestlers in the world of all time. Hard to tell who the crowd is behind here, as both these men are fan favourites. They've been opposite each other many times before. They've teamed with each other many times before. They know each other well. There appears to be a mixed chance here for Kobashi and Misawa. And the bell rings. They begin circling each other straight away. Getting into it. Who will make the first move? It's like a game of human chess. And in they go, tie up. Kobashi tying up in the ropes, Misawa. Misawa in the green, Kobashi in the orange. However, referee Wada Kyohei trying to get in there and stop this. Gonna have a clean break. He does. Breaks clean. Now again. Back to this, the circling. It's hype once more. There's a big forearm there. Oh, a chop across the chest by Kenta Kobashi. Back and forth now. Oh, big shot from Kobashi. Running forearm there goes Mitsuharu Misawa. Gets taken down. Now the elbow's running in. Misawa's elbows are brutal. And oh, a missile drop kick there, knocking Kobashi off his feet. Charging forward. Oh, and a missile drop kick, sending Kobashi out underneath the bottom rope. And flying goes Misawa through the middle rope, crushing Kobashi into the steel railing. My goodness. Already a fast-paced match to kick it off. Fans trying to build Kobashi back into it. Wasting no time. These men getting off to a big start. Kobashi now trying to get himself collected here, perhaps. On the apron, oh my god, a suplex into the ring! Back suplex from Misawa. Jesus. Senton there. Misawa now going to try and get Kobashi back to his feet. Oh, went for that Tiger Driver. That could have been it very early on. Kobashi now going to try and grab hold of that middle rope to buy himself some time. Irish whip. Oh, nice double counter there from both men as they charge toward each other. Oh, a spin kick to the midsection and a DDT from Kobashi. Misawa looking rocked here, hook of the leg, 2, kick out. And rolling under the bottom rope is Misawa. A little bit of a fall there too, but he's got down to the ring, getting away from Kenta Kobashi. And create some distance. Maybe having some shoulder issues there. Misawa taking a chance just to catch his breath. Because as I said, from the start, these two have been all out, so maybe take some time to collect yourself. Kobashi awaiting Misawa here. They circle each other once more. So far, evenly matched, back and forth. Oh, good kick there from Kobashi. Yeah, he's a chop across the chest, and again, Misawa's longer hair flicking back from the impact. Oh, spinning chops now from Kobashi, and across the back of the head. One of them may have caught him in the throat here, and Aaron Chop may have caught Misawa straight on the windpipe. That's, oh, a chop to the throat is what Ricky Dozan used to knock out Kimura in their famous match. Now it's Kenta Kobashi in control. He's definitely risen and made a name for himself here in All Japan, starting out as the underdog with that 63 match losing streak, and there's another kitchen sink from Kobashi. And to the point where now he is the champion, squaring off with the ace, perhaps the face of the company, looking to get that belt back where it belongs. Kobashi's vanquished Kiritawe to get the title. He defeated Stan Hansen. He tied with Kawada. If he can beat Misawa, he definitely cements himself as one of the top, if not the top guy in All Japan. Good chop to the chest there by Kenta Kobashi. Misawa on the ropes, now countering. Oh, a big elbow there. And a bit. Oh, a kitchen sink again, right to the midsection, dropping Misawa. Now going to try and pull Misawa up to his feet. Keep in mind, this is Kobashi's first reign as Triple Crown champion. Oh, look at these strikes in the midsection from Kobashi. Going for E. Oh my goodness! Misawa up and oh! It falls forward with a gourd buster. Misawa's held the belt 2 times prior to this. Oh. Spridging it across the back. Requires a lot of strength here from Kobashi and stretching out Misawa almost unnaturally, it would seem. Misawa's last reign, he lost the belt to Taue, who Kobashi took it off of. Misawa held it for a year. 364-day reign. His first reign, which started in 1992, was 705 days. Holding the belt from August 22nd, 92 to July 28th, 94. Almost 2 years. Misawa held that belt for. It is the longest AJPW Triple Crown Heavyweight Championship title reign in history. Record stands to this day. Oh, it needs the midsection as Misawa drops. And it's a far cry from that. Currently, Kobashi, he's been holding the belt for since July 24th. This is January 20th. So we're talking what? Around almost 6 months-ish? Half a year? And there seems the fans getting behind Misawa trying to wheel him on here as he's trapped in this abdominal stretch by Kenta Kobashi. Here's rivalry between these two gentlemen. No love lost, and Misawa gets his arm over the top rope. Oh, and a big punch to the gut there from Kobashi. Oh, devastating chop. You can hear the sound echoing throughout the arena here in the Osaka Prefectural Gymnasium. Now the shoulder rams into the corner. Shoulder box. Irish whip again, sending Misawa to the other side into the blue corner, but he stops. Oh, he gets a super kick, but he no-sells, gets off the forearm, dropping Kobashi to the mat. The super kick may not have caught him hard enough. He tanked it and came back with an elbow. That's knocked Kobashi off of his feet now. Another big elbow. Oh, and a spinning back elbow. And then a back kick, dropping Kobashi once more. Spinning back kick, shades of Glacier, now into the pin. 1. No kick out from Kobashi. Into a surfboard stretch from Mitsuharu Misawa. Although Glacier doesn't exist yet at this point in time, but in 2020 he does. Got that surfboard stretch. Drilling the knee in. Usually if you can get the knee in between the shoulder blades, that's always painful. There's always a nerve that runs along the back of that shoulder blade, and it's tremendously painful if you can just drill in there. And Nancy Kobashi's trying to wheel it out so he can try and spin this around. If he can rotate it, he can put Misawa in this arm hold here. If he can rotate it, and he's trying, all it takes is once you get after a certain point, all it becomes is just gravity at that point. The torque past a certain point, but he's struggling here. Once it gets past that radius, you're all kind of in control here. And see Kobashi's desperately trying. And can he spin it around? He does! Now he's got Misawa tied up. And Misawa, oh, front flip kicking him off there. And oh, diving tackle taken out with the elbow from Misawa. Straight to the forehead of Kenta Kobashi. Maybe to the temple. Kobashi threw his body through the air with reckless abandon and got caught with the elbow as a result. Sitting on the top rope now. Oh, spinning kick there from Misawa. Misawa, alone in the ring now. It's Kobashi who needs to try and catch his breath here. Kobashi favouring that hip there. And from landing on the mat awkwardly. Now these clubbing overhand strikes here from Mitsuharu Misawa. Double underhook, now going to go trying for the Tiger. No! Tiger suplex! Oh, that was a butterfly suplex actually. Tiger suplex is from behind. The butterfly suplex. Ooh, uppercut there from Misawa. And again, then a chop from Kobashi. Well known for his chops. There's a strike exchange and the elbows raining in. Dropping Kobashi once more. The fans starting to come alive again. Misawa in control. Kobashi knocked loopy from those elbows to the head. Going for a big scoop slam from the Emerald Warrior. Going to the top and a diving elbow drop from Mitsuharu Misawa. And again perhaps. To the top. Soaring through the air into a frog splash. High fly flow. 1, 2. Kick out. The high fly flow. Shades of Tanahashi. Someone who doesn't actually exist yet. Now into this camel clutch. Gonna slow things down, you can see. Putting a lot of pressure on the lower back of Kenta Kobashi. We need to do. Apply that pressure on the lower back of Kobashi. Now planting his knees to try and alleviate some of that pressure and hopefully get up. On the knees he can move a bit better. Maybe get to the ropes and get a rope break. And he does. Crowd applaud. And Misawa. Good takedown. Oh, look at this. Modified chin lock. Well, he's not really got the chin, he's got the side of the head hooked almost. Oh, you can see that strong arm across the face, across the bridge of the nose of Kobashi. He doesn't want to tap here, but that's definitely going to be painful. You can see the forearm across the, not the forearm, the bicep across the bridge of the nose. And the forearm is hooked around the side of the head, probably clamping it against his chest. A lot of force on the sides and the temples of Kobashi's head there. And now he transitions into a face lock. It's still applying a lot of pressure to the head, to the skull. Putting it in almost like a vice grip. You can imagine being squeezed from both sides. And now Kobashi to the ropes once more. Kobashi down, and Misawa has been dominating these recent goings in this matchup here. Taking control now, there's a forearm. Misawa again with that elbow to the side of the head. Kobashi still standing though. The fans applauding for that effort, and there's a kick. Kobashi's still up, another jump kick. Kobashi taking it away, he catches the leg, chops, the cross chops across the chest of Misawa. And he's taking it as well. Both these men have insane toughness. The crowd are alive as Kobashi fires up now with the chops. Elbow off the ropes. Big boot from Kobashi. Now off the ropes comes Misawa, the boot of his own. Kobashi rocked from it here. And Kobashi caught with the elbow once more. Elbows to the back now, raining into the back of the head from Misawa. Countered. Kobashi. Knees to the chest. To the midsection. Elbows back from Misawa. And again, over and over to the temple that goes, oh, and that elbow drops. Kobashi finally, one man yields into the outside. Goes Kenta Kobashi. And Misawa looking like he wants to fly here. Charging forward. Oh! Feints him out. And then kicked into the rail. Misawa. Oh my god! Misawa just dived off the apron. I think he was going for the elbow. He may have smashed the elbow right on that steel railing. Jesus, he may have... Yeah, I think he swung and he's hit the elbow on the top of that steel railing. And Goldie has the elbow pad. They might have added some protection, but I don't assume much. It's still painful, the angle in which he hit as well. And the height, I believe he came from the top rope as well. I don't think that was just a standard off the apron. Coming from the top rope, that's... Whoa, almost like, what, 7 feet-ish off the floor? Because in the ring they're taller than it, but then you got to add the distance from the outside. And that's just upward. Then you got to add, like, horizontal distance. Pythagoras theorem stuff here. But that right arm of Misawa is sort of hanging loosely at the side. And oh, here comes Kobashi with a lariat off the side! Into the steel railing. And Kobashi is suddenly in control of this. Momentum can turn on a dime sometimes. And now the Misawa chants echoing here in Osaka. Back to the outside goes Kobashi. He's not going to wait for his opponent. He's going to follow him, but Wada Kyohei is telling him not to. Kobashi doesn't care. Crashing into the steel rail and then being lariatoed off the side into that railing. Misawa's taking a hell of a beating here. They're back in the ring. And Kobashi into a pin. Oh, he's too close to the ropes. 2. No! Misawa's shoulder got up, I believe. But you can see there, it wasn't an emphatic kick out. The legs didn't fly up, it was just the bare minimum. Shoulder off the mat. Indicates that maybe Misawa's out of breath here, out of energy. And Wada Kyohei's trying to check on Misawa. He may be concerned for his health here. But oh! Misawa firing back with an elbow. But he's used his bad elbow. Oh, running knee! And that's a stomps from Kobashi. Drop kick! Down goes Misawa again. Misawa may be hurt. This could be really advantageous for Kobashi if he can take advantage of Misawa's injury. This could prove to be beneficial. Now, oh no. Oh my god, ramming that right elbow straight into the steel railing once again. Oh, and just bouncing across the top. You see the fans there, some of the girls there covering their faces, recoiling in fear. But what they're seeing, these are two big men destroying each other out here. The right arm, is he trying to pull the elbow pad off? Oh, he's twisting that wrist as well. The former Tiger Mask, Mitsuharu Misawa, is in trouble here. Oh, it's stomping on that elbow. These are very unsportsmanlike tactics. I mean, I guess you got to do anything to win, I suppose. But the way in which Kobashi's sort of going at it, targeting that weak point so ruthlessly, it's kind of uncharacteristic of Kobashi. Usually he's a valiant, fighter, a fair fighter. But he's really targeting that arm breaker across the top turnbuckle. And Misawa definitely in a role to hurt. And if you can take out that elbow, which is what Misawa uses to deliver his roaring elbow, which is one of his signature moves, alongside many other moves like Emerald Explosion, which requires you to lift an opponent up with your right arm. If you can take that out, you take away a huge portion of Mitsuharu Misawa's moveset and his arsenal. Oh, and bouncing that arm over the top rope again, and Misawa falls to the outside. The arm breaker again. The elbow is Misawa's deadliest weapon, and you notice here, Kobashi not giving him any time to catch his breath. I mean, he himself doesn't get any time to rest, but he's the one in control here. If he can minimize the amount of time Misawa has to take a break, he can continue this momentum he's got going, and keep Misawa in this vulnerable position. Or is it going for a Kimura arm lock here, perhaps? Oh, it drops him down an arm breaker once more. And again, look at this. Straight onto it, into an armbar. Misawa clenching his hands, trying to prevent the armbar from being locked in, because you know if he does, this could be it. But easing that right foot to the rope. Referee sees it. 20 minutes gone. Nijupun Genka. Oh, kicking the arm again. Kobashi not giving up. He's not relenting at all. Devastating chop. I think he's chopping the arm as well. The upper arm. Trying to wear down every part of that right arm. The elbow, the shoulder, the wrist. Attack every segment and joint. Once again into the arm breaker. Kobashi now. That, you may have him here. And you can see the kick out from Misawa. He's not dead yet. There's still fight. You can see he's definitely favouring. He's holding that arm. I don't know how much longer he can keep going here with the damage that we've seen. Oh my god, and again, arm breaker! That may have legitimately broken it. Bouncing over the shoulder of Kenta Kobashi. You can see him moving the fingers, trying to get some sort of feeling there. It is relentless, this assault. I mean, Kobashi's exerting all that energy, doling out this punishment. He could take a break to get himself caught up, but then he does give Misawa that chance to breathe, and he's not allowing that. Oh, elbow. Misawa probably swung the right just out of instinct. Oh god, again. Arms aren't supposed to bend that way, and now Misawa rolling under the bottom rope, and Kobashi once again following like a predator, not allowing his prey to get out of sight. He's a bit like a cat playing with a mouse. He's not ready to kill it just yet. He wants to torture it some more. Now off the ropes comes Kobashi with a kick to the elbow. Off the other rope, maybe again. Oh, elbow to the chest. And I kick the elbow there. Trying to hook it. Oh my god! Half Nelson suplex. He hooked the arm and just threw Misawa over his head. And now, got the armbar here. And you can see the way it's been twisted at the elbow joint. Oh, and he's twisting the wrist of Mitsuharu Misawa. He's got the wrist and the elbow. Also body weight applying on that shoulder. All three joints of the arm are being applied here. Misawa's legs are kicking, trying to find the ropes. He can't see them where his face is. But he's swinging his legs wildly, hoping he can catch one maybe. As Kobashi keeps locking this in. And he's trying to pull it. You can see that elbow straightening out. And the more it straightens, further back it bends. He can hyperextend it here. But Misawa got to the bottom rope with his feet. The elbow bends one way. Kobashi wants it to bend the other. You straighten it and straighten it, eventually you pull it back past the way it's supposed to bend. Sweat and buckets there is Kobashi. He's putting so much into this. This match means so much to him. To beat Misawa in a Triple Crown title match would mean so much to Kobashi. And he's throwing everything he's got. He's brutalizing Misawa here, but somehow Misawa keeps getting back and fighting. Kobashi nearing his wit's end, but he doesn't let that faze him. He doesn't give up. It may be frustrating when you're giving everything you have and the other guy keeps coming back, but Kobashi not letting that faze him. He keeps the assault going. He's got that right arm trapped, and Misawa doesn't have anywhere to go. He needs to keep inching toward that rope, and he does. And the referee telling Kobashi to release it. I don't know what state Misawa's arm is in. The ligaments and tendons around that elbow could be completely torn. Muscles could be ripped off the bone. God knows what's going on in that arm. But Misawa was one of the toughest guys in the world. Oh god, and he just strikes continuously. Dude could break his arm and he wouldn't know it. Oh, and again! And now, German suplex onto the neck. But Misawa springs back up, gets his arm caught. He led with the right arm. That was a mistake. A huge mistake now as Kobashi transitions into the armbar. And you can see how straight that elbow is. And if Kobashi can keep pulling. Oh, Misawa maneuvering to try and alleviate some of the pressure and gets the foot to the bottom rope. Misawa made the mistake of leading with that right arm, swinging with it. I think it was out of habit. His arm's definitely in pain because he's right-handed. He's so used to years and years now, almost over a decade of just swinging that right arm with reckless abandon. For a brief moment, he probably forgot, and then he got caught because Kobashi didn't forget. That's the problem when it becomes so part of habit. When you have, oh god, backdrop driver straight onto the neck. When you have an arm you favour or a side of the body that you favour. While it can be useful because you train that right arm so much, and it can be deadly, it can also be a weak point. And if you rely on it too much, all you do is further expose your weak point. Like a giant enemy crab, you attack that weak point for massive damage. And charging forward for the lariat, no big boot. Oh, and there's the elbow. Oh, elbow on elbow collision there, perhaps. Because Kobashi is definitely reeling. He's in pain. I think Misawa's elbow caught his elbow. If you've ever done that in real life, you know how painful that is. Good lord. I know Kobashi's in a lot of pain here. You can see it on his face. Now Misawa, momentum may be back in his direction here. And all it takes is that one move. Now Kobashi, I don't know how bad his arm is, but it can't be as bad as Misawa right now. And oh, a drop kick! Sending him into that steel railing. And oh my god, diving to the outside, the legs catch Kobashi high. Amazing athleticism from Misawa, throwing himself to the outside. You can see Kobashi's exposed right knee there as well as the knee pad slips down. Now one of the problems is Kobashi, you know, as he kept that assault, that onslaught, as I was describing before, he didn't give himself a chance to relax, didn't give himself a chance to take a breather. And as a result, now I think it's catching up with him, combinatively. And because Misawa is just an inhuman monster, he doesn't get tired. So he took the beating and he's still going. Kobashi doled it out, and now I think he's worn out here. It's the Homer Simpson method. You just let them swing on you until they get tired, and then you nudge them. Now off the ropes comes Kobashi, and Misawa charging forward! And a diving lariat with the left arm. Smart strategy from Misawa, using the opposite arm. The one that isn't injured. That's a smart thing to do. And now, underhooks, trying to go for that tiger bomb, maybe no kick to the gut. Lariat, blocked. Oh, and that arm from Kobashi's hurting, and there's a German suplex. Kobashi's arm definitely hurting here. And now, Misawa back in control. Trying to pull Kobashi up. Hooking the left. Hooking the right. Up! Tiger Driver! 1, 2, no! Kobashi very slowly kicks out. Just rolls over. Just rolls out of it. Didn't have the energy to kick out. And Misawa didn't have the energy to keep him down either. He very well could have just forced his shoulders back to the mat, but even Misawa was done after that Tiger Driver. I thought after he finally hit it, it'd be it. Like I said, this match is important to Kobashi. He needs to beat Misawa here to prove himself. It's something he hasn't done before. Oh god, the elbow knocking Kobashi senseless. Yet to beat Misawa in a singles match for the title like this. It'd be huge for him. Oh my, what is Misawa planning? Drop, oh, caught with a lariat. Lariato there from Kobashi, catching him off the drop kick. Can't capitalize though, because he caught him with the right arm, which is what Kobashi's injured earlier on. Crawling away. Trying to crawl for the pin here, with only one arm. Gets it over, that's all you need. One arm over. No, kick out from Misawa again. Is he going for a pin once more? He is crawling back on top again. No, another kick out. Bursting the dropkick into the lariat. Maybe he could have had him if he got the pin quicker. Maybe. Misawa stirring. It's hard to tell who the fans are behind here as the crowd is almost split down the middle. The chants become a mixture of noise. All it is energy. Both these men have been impressive thus far. And, oh, going for the powerbomb maybe. Kobashi's hit this before. Misawa trying to use his body weight against him. Up he goes! Big power bomb from Kobashi into the pin here. Can Kenta Kobashi do it? 1, 2, no! Another kick out from Misawa. Off the power bomb, and the crowd completely erupts. The camera shaking. A sold out Osaka Prefectural Gymnasium on their feet as Misawa kicks out of that power bomb. Kobashi now looking down, realizing why Misawa is the ace. Realizing why he's regarded as the best in the world. Because he's given everything and Misawa won't stay down. Oh, leg drop to the back of the head. Everything. He's in the corner. Charging forward with another leg drop across the back. Misawa now motionless. Kobashi moving in, trying to roll the lifeless body over. No, he's going to try and pull Misawa up. Oh no. Arm overhead. Suplex inbound, perhaps no. Misawa desperately hooking that leg, trying to prevent it. But there's the knees from Kobashi again and again. To the middle. Hoists him in the air. 260 pounds of man. Oh! Orange Crush! Orange Crush from Kobashi. 1, 2. No! And Misawa kicks out again. The Orange Crush. And Misawa somehow got out of it. Into the pin once more. No break for Misawa. Kobashi went straight back to it. A lot of guys will go for a big move and then miss the pinfall and go for another one. But Kobashi not so. Pin after pin, trying to wear down Misawa. What more does Kobashi have in his arsenal? What insane moves can Kobashi pull out here? He's the innovator. Oh, Lariato from Kobashi! And Misawa is down. But that took a lot out of Kobashi too. And you can see that right arm that's been troubling him now for some time. He had to do it. He had to deal as much punishment as he could to Misawa, but it's obviously going to give a lot of punishment and pain to him. Leaning on that top rope. The powerbomb, the Orange Crush, the burning lariat. What more? In the burning spirit of Kenta Kobashi, what more can it devise? What more can he pull out? On the apron. Trying to pull Misawa up, but Misawa just rolling away. It's not a defiant stand-up, it is just a roll. Using the last bit of strength he has as they go to the apron again. Kobashi now pulling Misawa up by the waist. Or at least trying to, and there's a stomp across the back. And now, Kenta Kobashi trying to get Misawa to stand. Oh no. Oh my god, no. Off the apron here. You can hear screams of the women in the crowd as they're terrified what they're about to see here. A powerbomb off the apron, perhaps? Oh my god! Oh, reverses into a Hurricane Runner and flying off the apron goes Kobashi. Reversing the powerbomb into the Hurricane Runner. Launching Kobashi off to the outside. A big fall from Kobashi and his spine is in a lot of pain. He was favouring it earlier in the match too, very early on. That can't be good. Landing on the tailbone like that. Something may be broken back there. Good lord. These two have just pulled out all the stops. This is insane. They have given everything here. Risking life and limb. Potentially shortening their careers. Because of how important this is. How important the Triple Crown Championship is. How important beating the other man is. These two guys want to prove that they're better than the other. And that's the most important thing. I think what's more important than championships is proving who is better, who is stronger. It's about pride for these two. And you won't find two men with more pride than Misawa and Kobashi. They're both down, and I think the winner is going to be whoever can get up first and hit a big move. Who will rise to the occasion? Misawa is the first upstanding with that elbow. Oh, and a lariat with the left. Going behind. German suplex, and Misawa barely connects with it all the way. He sort of fell away at the wayside because that right arm may have given out again. It's still troubling him. Both men's right arms are down. Misawa really could have got something going there, but he's too wounded. Oh, roaring elbow! Kobashi drops again. But once more, can't capitalize, can't follow through with it because Misawa himself is so worn out. The crowd come to their feet as both men do as well. Another roaring elbow! And somehow Kobashi's still stirring, still moving. Maybe it's instinct. Who knows? Like when you kill an octopus and it still flails around. There's a burning lariat again from Kobashi. And you kill an octopus and it flails around. It's just nerve endings kicking away. Maybe that's what's going on here. Kobashi could be dead on his feet for all I know. Even a dead Kobashi could kick my ass. But the burning lariat wasn't enough. Or perhaps it was, but Kobashi can't follow through. They're both suffering the same problem. They throw out these big moves to bring the other guy down, but then they themselves can't follow up. It's like a stalemate. Both kings are out, and there's nowhere for them to go. Elbow to the temple, and again, continuous elbows from Misawa. Hooking behind, German suplex on the neck. Misawa not moving, and Kobashi crawling to the pin, but Misawa rolling away. Getting on the stomach is a smart strategy. You can't be pinned that way. Make Kobashi exert a little bit more energy in rolling you over. And Kobashi got in hold of Misawa's hand. Here we go. Oh, that chop. Elbow. Kobashi going to get some build up. Oh, went for the lariat, but Dark goes Misawa. Roaring elbow to the back of the head. Stumbling into the ropes. Draped over the middle rope is Kobashi. Misawa standing. Kobashi still draped over that middle rope. Now Misawa can go into it here. Maybe now is a chance. He's got that left arm hooked. Tiger suplex maybe if he hooked the other arm. Is that what he's looking for? But Kobashi clinging to that top rope like his life depends on it, because it might just depend on it here. If he can hit this Tiger driver or Tiger suplex. Try to hook it. Arms hooked. Arms behind. Tiger suplex. Straight onto the neck. And they're both down again. Once more, they're both down. Referee Wada Kyohei checking on Kobashi and crawling to the pin. 2. No! And a kick out from Tetsujin. Kenta Kobashi. He's not giving in. The last match we saw, Kobashi went to a 60-minute time limit draw with Kawada. And judging by the resilience and power I'm seeing here in Kobashi, could this be the case again? Because I just can't imagine one of these guys losing. I can't imagine one of these guys giving up. It's unfathomable. Oh, double underhook. Tiger driver, no. Kobashi countering it. He won't go up for the Tiger driver. Oh, Tiger driver 91. Straight down on the neck from Kobashi. Tiger driver 91 and Kobashi in trouble. Hook of the leg from Misawa too. No, he kicks out again. Kick out by Kobashi. A kick out of the Tiger driver 91. Misawa's ace in the hole up his sleeve. Misawa's secret weapon. The Tiger driver 91 dropping the opponent straight down to their head and neck. It's finished everyone before. No one's kicked out of it, but Kobashi being the first man to do it. Now we've reached unknown territory. The final frontier. Misawa has given his best. The biggest thing he can throw out, and it didn't work. What can you do now? He's going to have to innovate. Oh, there's a lariat again! But it's not enough to take Misawa off his feet. Instead, Kobashi's down now. Kobashi crawling to those ropes. Misawa's still up. Another attempt at that lariat. Oh, ducks. Trying to hook here. Trying to pull Kobashi to his feet. Oh my god. Dragon suplex! Straight on the neck. And Misawa delivering a dragon suplex, and Kenta Kobashi somehow still moving. There's still life in those eyes. There's still fight. Oh my goodness. Misawa's up. Kobashi trying now, charging forward with the elbow, knocking Kobashi off his feet. 1, 2, 3. The roaring elbow puts Kobashi away. A 42-minute match. And Mitsuharu Misawa emerges victorious. He is the new Triple Crown Heavyweight Champion, and my god, what a contest. What a match those two just put on. In the end, it was that spinning elbow. One more strike square to the temple of Kobashi that put him away. Sometimes you don't need the flashy moves. Sometimes all it takes is a strong elbow. And Misawa's elbow is God. Both men completely exhausted. Pushed to the absolute limit of their humanity. Kobashi's title reign comes to an end. The belt is back home with Misawa. But I think Kobashi's thinking to himself, that may be the end of this reign, but there'll be plenty more to come in the future. His goal now is to get those belts back. But of course that would mean beating Misawa, which is a task Kobashi himself is yet to do. As of right now, this match is the highest rated match on CageMatch.com. According to the fans there, who rate it the greatest match of all time. And I mean, it's definitely a contender for it. It's definitely one of my favorite matches. I mean, if you said it was the greatest of all time, I wouldn't disagree with you. What an absolute war from both men. A trophy for Misawa, the Triple Crown title. And Kobashi still hasn't gotten up. Being helped to the back of the young lions. Well, they're not really young lions because they're not from New Japan, but Misawa still walking out though. And Kobashi, dejected and defeated. But he shouldn't be ashamed. It was an incredible performance. And the fans chanting for Kobashi is a sign of respect here. He's definitely earned that. And that is their match from the 20th of January, and you can see next, the match coming up is a rematch. Champion Misawa against challenger Kobashi. It's going to be great. Thank you for watching. That was an incredible match, and my throat's a little bit sore. I'll see you next time.